Hi, so I wanted to share with you guys what I do to earn a little bit of extra money while in college. And what I do is I go on Facebook Marketplace or any thrift stores and I'll find a piece of furniture or anything that I can flip and then resell for more money. And today I'm actually just going to be doing a few pieces of furniture that are in my house that I've been meaning to flip, and I'm here to show you guys. So the piece of furniture that I'm going to be flipping today is this table. It's kind of a boring, cheap table that I got off of, it was either IKEA or Walmart, I believe Walmart. And what you will need to do this is I have this tape to help the plaster stick. I have these to spread it. You're gonna need, do you need this? Yes, you're gonna need some glue to attach the legs, something to sand it down, and then a saw. And then I'm going to be sawing this into threes, and we're gonna do like a plaster coffee table. And then just your plaster, and I am using plaster of Paris. And then one thing that I forgot to mention is you're gonna want to clean the top of your coffee table off. Doesn't really matter what you use, I just use Clorox wipes. And I am actually keeping this on the legs for now, just because I'm covering it in plaster and I want it raised up to dry. So what you want to do after cleaning your table is you're going to cover the whole surface and the sides with this tape to give texture so that the plaster will stick. This was actually my first time working with plaster, and just a heads up because I learned as I went through it, when you're laying this tape, try to line it up with the edges as best as possible. I kind of overlapped it, just assuming it would fold under, and it wasn't sticking, so I had some problems with edges not being straight at the end. I'm not going to film the whole process, but just tape the whole tabletop. Okay, so now that your table's all taped up, you're going to get your plaster and then mix that together. Okay, so once you get your plaster mixed, honestly, you're just gonna spread it out however you want onto the table. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna do is I did a few layers of the top of the table, and then I took one of the legs off and I measured out on my tube. And then I made little marks, one on each side, and wrapped a piece of tape around it. And then once I do that for the other lines, I will cut it. Okay, so I used the saw to cut those, and then the super glue to put them together. This is how I chose to arrange them. I am going to be doing plaster on these as well, so I'm going to be covering the whole exterior of this in the tape again. Again, I'm only showing my process for doing one of the tubes, so just do it for all three. Once all the tubes are covered, you want to mix some more plaster and then do the same thing that you did last time and layer it. Here are the three tubes all done. What you're gonna want to do is wait 1 to 3 hours. Really, it can be anywhere in between. It just depends on how thick you laid the plaster and then kind of the temperature that it is where you're at. So once you're finished and it's all dry, you want to sand everything down. Okay, so I actually ended up getting really busy and ended up just letting it dry over 24 hours. So here are the pieces. These are the legs for it, and then I have to take the rest of these off, and then we're gonna go ahead and sand it down. If you decide to do this project, please be smarter than I was and wear a mask so that the dust from sanding the plaster down doesn't get in your system. The last step here is to glue the tabletop onto the legs. So as you can see, I'm just using the super glue to outline the tops of each tube, and I'll lay the top on it. Okay, so once you have your legs glued onto the tabletop, I put a textbook on top of it, and I'm just gonna let it sit there for a while to let it dry. All right, this is the finished product. I hope you guys enjoy it.